Welcome to the Answers for Elders radio show. Meet the trusted experts who will give you straight answers and will help guide you on the path of later life care. Now, here's your host, founder, caregiver, and CEO, Suzanne Newman.
And welcome back, everyone, to Answers for Elders Radio Network. And we are here talking with Joan Rettmann, who is the Regional Sales Director of Transforming Age. And for those of you interested in all the different things that Transforming Age can offer you, they're a nonprofit organization that certainly is all about helping our seniors and really providing options for you. And I wanted to have Joan talk to me this hour about independent living, because these are options for those of you that may think that you want to be downsizing from your house, you want to be unencumbered, and you want to make sure that you have options. And so we're going to spend this hour talking about the many options that you have if you want to stay independent and move, into a place that will take care of all your needs, and you won't have the situation where you have a big house to take care of. And Joan, welcome back to Answers for Elders.
Thank you. Great to be back.
Fabulous. So obviously, a lot of seniors, they just want to downsize. What are the options if they want to opt, just to downsize? What are the options that they should consider?
So sometimes a first step that a lot of people consider is to look at communities that are called just retirement communities. There are a lot of terms that are used out there in the industry. I mean, the term retirement community can really cover a lot of different types of options, some with care, some without care. But a lot of times a first step may potentially be one that fall kind of in the category of 55 plus. So sort of starting with a younger age group. And a lot of times those communities they can be designed in an apartment-like complex. They can be more of a campus-like setting.
Or a townhome. Yeah. And
Yes.
It's interesting. A lot of these kind of programs, they'll be on golf courses, or they'll be on, you purchase a home. It has, maybe a clubhouse, different things like that, but they have an independent home. Is that?
Yes.
I mean, I know there's several around here in Seattle and all across the country.
Exactly right. That's exactly right. So some folks choose that option if they're ready to have a little bit of a lower maintenance lifestyle, but still have it feel most similar to the situation that they had been living in. Those opportunities typically come with some sort of a community space too. Maybe it's a specific building design for that, or if it's more of an apartment-like style complex, there are common areas, central areas with a certain degree of programming that's included for people of like age to come together and enjoy that social experience without necessarily all of the maintenance responsibilities of their former home.
Right. And, you think about in a place like that, there's a lot of times there's social opportunities for you to meet your neighbors. They get together, they do different things. I've also seen that in lower income, like for example, there's over 55 trailer parks where people purchase a manufactured home or a trailer, and they live in this over 55 area. And obviously that, again, they pay a rent for a space, they buy the unit itself or rent the unit. That happens as well, does it not?
Absolutely. There are a lot of different options, regardless of the price point that you're looking for, that are in that category. And that can be a perfect option when somebody really is independent and they don't have care needs that they're expecting to happen in the near future. But sometimes things happen, sometimes surprises happen. And then a lot of times home care might be a solution if they wish to remain in a setting like that, to receive some of the care support that they need to remain in that living environment.
Right. And Joan, I think about people that they just want to be unencumbered. Maybe they want to travel a lot. So they'll move into maybe a trailer park or a mobile home park or different things like that. They downsize, they get rid of a lot of things, and they travel. They go places, they just have a home base, or they might buy a second home, take the money from their home and buy a second home in the sun area, or where their lifestyle may be, their skiers or something like that. That happens a lot, does it not?
It does. That's absolutely true. And depending on the community or the company that you look
Mhm.
at, sometimes there are multiple locations of
Mhm.
that company in different
Mhm.
states. So
Yeah.
you can stay in one and have the benefit to have a certain amount of time allocated as part of your contract to stay in another. So there are so many
Yeah.
options
Yeah.
to do that.
And you think about too, this kind of option is great when both husband and wife, both people have no health or challenges, right? So that obviously is a great option. There isn't any care available usually. There's no medical, they're usually not close to a medical facility. They're usually out in a rural area or outside. Not always, but I would say 75% of the time they're in more rural area. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, that's definitely true. Yes. So it is more challenging if someone's already seeing some healthcare needs pop up, or if they have a
Mhm.
diagnosis that looks like healthcare needs might be there in the
In
future.
the future.
Those oftentimes maybe aren't the best option
Mhm.
at that point of time.
Yeah, yeah. So it's something that we all need to consider when we're looking at. So if somebody is in a situation where they're looking to retire and downsize, what are some real key questions that they should be asking of themselves as far as what would be the right community for me?
Mhm. I think, the first thing, regardless of age, sometimes a lot of folks assume that, well, I have to wait till I'm a certain age before I'll consider it, or that's a goal that they have in mind. I think rather than looking at a number, look at other things. So ask yourself some other important questions like, first of all, do I have any health diagnoses that might mean there's a chance that I might need care within the next year or two? Then that might tell you maybe I'll focus on communities that have care
Mhm.
services that are built in as part of it instead of ones that
Mhm.
are independent
Right,
only. So that
right.
would be one of the first ones. The second thing would be, what are my goals? What do I want? What would be my expectations when
Mhm.
looking at a community? Some people, the socialization piece is top on their list. Maybe where they're living right now, that piece is missing.
They
Maybe
might feel
friends,
isolated.
family.
Yeah.
Yes, right. Because maybe they had a very vibrant social life, but
Mhm.
others have moved away and that's not there anymore. So
Mhm.
they want that piece, which is really common in retirement communities. Other people are more private by nature. So what's more important to them would be the types of care available if something changes in the future. Maybe they're more focused on certain amenities like
Right.
a big reader. I want to make sure they have a great library or a pool or
Mhm.
other things that I want to do more independently. So those amenities can be part of it as well, but definitely thinking about what's important to you in the long term as
Yeah.
well. So if something changes
Mhm.
down the road,
Yeah.
how comfortable am I with
Mhm.
the plan for the services that may or may not
Right.
be available?
And you bring up so many important questions because there's a lot of seniors that are in my age group that they're going to move to be close to family. I may be a daughter or something like that. One of the things, obviously, is a consideration is yes, you want to maybe be close, but you have to think about the proximity to care that you have. And I think that's one of the things that you brought up so well. So, Joan, again, how do we reach transforming age?
So please check out our website to see all of the options at Transforming Age. Explore the Communities tab to see what's available in the state that you're interested in, transformingage.org.
Fabulous. And Joan and I, we're going to be back right after this.
We at Answers for Elders thank you for listening. Did you know that you can discover hundreds of podcasts in our library on senior care? So visit our website and discover our decision guides that will help you also navigate decision making. Find us at answersforelders.com.